Weitermachen. So I will switch to English because our keynote speaker will give the keynote in English. The keynote is "A revolution is coming, are you ready?" And we are really delighted to have Alon Melchner here, who is Israeli futurist for new realities and human technology interaction. He is augmented reality, virtual reality and tech expert. He is CEO of Mixed.place, which creates an augmented reality cloud infrastructure. He is also a member of board of WakingApp, an augmented reality and virtual reality content creation platform to enable non-developer to create mixed reality content. So please give a big hand to Alon Melchner. So Alon, the stage is yours.
Hello. Hello everyone. Thank you for having me. I would like to take you to the future, but it's a close future. It's something that's going to start this year, next few years, and in 10 years it's going to be everywhere. And it's probably the biggest revolution mankind has ever get, specifically for digital, because everything that we experience in the last 20, 40 years will evolve into something new. The reality that we live in is going to be totally different than when we live in. I don't know, I wanted to look up and see the spaceships flying around. You see that? I'm not crazy, I'm not drunk yet. Everyone will be seeing it soon. And I will show you live demonstration on the stage. Because digital content is going to be all over the place, all over the world, inside buildings and on the streets. It may be called mixed reality, there are different names for that, but digital is going to be part of our lives. We are going to stop looking at a small screen and starting to enjoy the reality as we know it, as we see it here, but combined or mixed with digital content. And we will not be able to ever be even able to differentiate what is real and what is not. This is our vision. I want you to imagine walking into a fish restaurant while a fish is taking you on the street or guiding you to the restaurant. Or if any one of you is an architect, you can see the building in the real location in the city, and it will always be there. Families will be able to enjoy educational experiences or create new type of content that appears in the real world. Imagine going into the park, and the park contains your favorite animal. It's always there. You can share it with your friends. Advertisement is going to be totally different. New experiences will be combined in the reality, not in the small screen, as part of our everyday life. I'm new to Berlin. Imagine a ball would take me on the streets and guide me, or have a personal assistant or guide, a tour guide that can explain about different areas. Retail is going to be totally different, with new experiences, new interfaces, maybe a dragon that can guide me through the supermarket and show me where the products are. All those things are real, and I will show you how they are. But I'm talking about reality. And the question is, what is reality? Reality is what we used to live in. Magic is something that appears in movies and books, but reality is going to be some way like magic. So how do we really know that it's real? How can we see, because we can see something. If I will show you later on a robot that stands here in front of us, is it real? So there are big questions coming up, and philosophical questions, psychological questions that we ask later on. What is reality? How it's going to affect our lives? So whether I see it, is it real? But imagine I can hold something virtual in my hand. We can create it, I can feel it soon. Then it will be real? Those big questions are going to be, we are all going to be asking ourselves very soon. There are different technologies that are evolving, and with increased senses will change the way we feel things in different senses, not only in vision. So it's touching, smelling. Of course, listening is something that we are used to do. But you never felt like there is an elephant here on stage with me, and I can hear the elephant from the right side of where he is. And of course, tasting. Imagine going to a restaurant and picking up a virtual burger, and I can taste it before I can order it. Those are going to be parts of our lives. And it's going to affect everything. In a way, I met some people from different universities. I don't know if someone will invent a new type of matter. And if this matter will be virtual, digital, that we can feel, touch, smell, isn't real, I will be able to differentiate between those things. I don't know if you heard about a new technology that is evolving. It's called programmable matter. Imagine me throwing something here, like some liquid, that can become a chair, or it can become anything else that we want it to become. Maybe it's magic, maybe it's part of the reality. Think about the industries, how it's going to affect everything, whether you are a furniture manufacturer or a shoes manufacturer. We all know 3D printing, but I don't know if you know how deep it is going and where it's going to go, because soon we'll probably be able to print food. So it will be like Star Trek, probably, asking from the, I don't know, some kind of a microwave, I want a burger and I have a burger printed to me with real materials, healthy. It will affect everything. So those are part of technologies that are evolving. You may know some of them, and I will try to connect those to you. But IoT, I hope that you know what it is. It's every device, every object, everything is going to be connected to the internet or be connected to something central that we will be able to use and get information from it. But we will need AI for that. We will need some kind of digital help that can calculate all this mass information from infinite objects. There are people saying that an average building in a street will contain at least 50,000 or 100,000 pieces of units that connect to IoT with information in it. But what we do is mixed reality, and this is the medium that I want to present to you, because mixed reality will be the way to connect all those technologies, everything that is evolving, into a new type of medium, into a new type of experience. And I want to take you in different industries and to present some examples. Because tourism, I don't know if you may understand. For me, when I'm walking on the streets of Berlin now, I really need a guide. I wanted to have someone like 200 years ago with an AI abilities that can explain what I'm looking at, what I see, where to go, what I like. But we can have all the digital content that we already know how to use, and now we will have it in the real place, in a real location. Healthcare, of course, is an industry that will use it also in many, many ways. Besides the ability not to create surgeries for a person or for a patient, and to get all the information, see it above it, like we see in science fiction movies. It's very close, it's coming, and some things can be even done today. IoT will give us the information, some kind of different devices will give us information that will be translated into mixed reality. Advertising, it's going to be very different. I see many stores and many types of new technologies, LED screens, everyone is investing in digital media, but they are all going to waste eventually. So I can guess like 10 or 15 years, they will all be taken off because we don't need any screens. We don't need anything printed because it will be existing there. You may ask how we're going to see it, but I will explain about it soon. So, education is another industry that's going to be affected. Engineering, imagine an engineer going to the machine and not doing anything special to see the content. It will be there, it will be part of what he knows, and he will know where to connect the bolt into it. Designing spaces will be the same thing. Virtually, we can do all those things, but the design of virtual areas will become reality. They will be part of the real thing. We will not necessarily need to put a vase or some decoration to see it, because everyone will see it as a virtual content. But retail is going to be very different. And for the last 100 years, retail was, or stores were just a place to pick up objects, pick up merchandise. E-commerce came in and started to change it because people started to like the virtual content and to have all the advantages of personalization and up-to-date. So is this the future of shopping malls? I don't think so. It's still difficult to move merchandise from one point to another, but it's evolving also with technologies. This is an event we have created in a big mall. It was midnight. It was the launch of iPhone X, specifically in Israel. And we brought a lot of people in there that interacted together, because lucky for us, people still need people. And I think I'm optimistic about the future because instead of sitting in front of a screen of a mobile phone or a computer, we will be looking at each other, we will be living in a real world, interacting with digital content. All the big brands, all online brands understand that, and some of them are starting to build online stores, or sorry, physical stores. And because the experience is what is needed, and this is where we are going, this is where this millennia is going, this is where the next generation will be going. And when we go to the store, we'll be able to have a small space that we can interact with the furniture there. We don't need huge real estate to show 100 types of bedrooms. We'll be able to move the chairs, change bedrooms, one place with infinite options. Imagine painting your house. While painting your house, an AI version stands with you and tells you, look, I have a good idea, you can have a red color there, but I don't have the red color. So no problem, the AI version will send an order, a drone will come with the paint, and we will be able to do it while we're painting. So this will also be part of the way we purchase things. Smart glasses is probably the first method of how we are all going to see things. And it's going to be nice, designed sunglasses or glasses that we can see with. Apple will probably release glasses in 1 or 2 years. Some say a year more, but this is coming. And when Apple is coming with that, it will probably be the new iPhone and the new big boom that iPhone created for the market. And Microsoft is already there. I don't know if you know Magic Leap that invested $2.6 billion. And even those glasses are coming very soon. It looks cool. It's going to cost $500 commercial, and it will be the way that it's entering the market. So the opportunity is huge. And some say that it's more than $500 billion market in 5 years. A huge market is growing, and it's empty. There is no content, no solution, all the startups, and this is what we have wanted to create, an infrastructure so startups will join in and be able to go into this market very fast. And imagine a mall that Santa Claus flies there and drops gifts. We are already doing that. This is an experience in the mall where they wanted different things to happen as an experience in a mall. So the idea was that animals ran away from the zoo and families needed to look for them in the mall. This is real footage. Or imagine a mannequin in the window that instead of having one mannequin or 3 mannequins with specific clothes, you can now have your own personal mannequin with your body shape, with your gender, with your favorite clothes. But after you sew the mannequin and you find the clothes that you want, how cool it is if she could go out of the window. I don't know if you've ever seen anything like it. A mannequin coming out of the window and taking me to the store and showing me where the clothes are so I can pick them up. Okay, you see she came out of the window. This is real footage, it's not edited. Okay? It's really happening with mixed reality technology, it's part of our technology. Hospitals are going to be upgraded, for example, instead of gray corridors, you will have colors and virtual characters that can guide you to the guide that you need to visit. Imagine exhibitions like that can be upgraded. And we are going to show you soon something that we have prepared specifically for this event. Everyone who wants to take a picture with a robot is invited, I think, the party data. And we don't have a lot of time, but we have created a lot of activities like that. For Adidas, for example, some upgraded activity that can pick up balls and coupons. And this event was very, very successful with huge effective ROI. So everything is going to be different in our lives. It's going to be implemented. I'm showing you retail as an industry, as an example of what can be done. How cool it is to stand in front of a wall of shoes and an AI version can know what I'm looking at and tell me, give me the information that I need according to what I need. Or a service provider assistant in the shop. This is a real-time footage again from a robot that can guide me through the supermarket, take me to the shortest path to where I need to go. We have done a lot of activities. You probably know Bila, it's part of Reven, and we have done a promotion campaign with them that people collected toys of dinosaurs but also virtual dinosaurs. This was done with Panini, another big distributor in Europe, that people could collect virtual parts of mini golf, build their own mini golf course wherever they want in the world, make it persist in the location so others can come there and play. So content is going to be created everywhere. I know many of you may fear technology, may fear what is coming, but it was always there. I see this is in a more humorous way. You probably know Roadrunner. I think they invented augmented reality 50 years ago, or maybe more. I don't know if you remember the coyote drawing a tunnel in the mountain. I can do that. I can create a tunnel in the mountain, but you cannot go through it yet, but maybe soon, okay? So I invite you all to become part of what you're going to do anyway. Every one of you will be inside the mixed reality medium, the location-based content. Think about the evolution that you've made with the mobile and with the internet. Everyone is going to be there very soon. We are trying to help any startup, any company to be there today. Thank you very much. It was fast, but there's lots of things to tell you about it. Anyone who wants to, I'll be happy to give you more.